He's just putting himself behind. Everyone's grouping mid. If they do get a kill here, it wouldn't be that bad because they could take Dragon. Warwick is definitely going to get picked off here unless he has a flash. Jarvan missing the EQ combo, but Warwick dies very quickly. Now they should definitely either push mid or take this Dragon. They could probably get mid and then Dragon, so they should see if they can get mid, see how strong the defense is, and then go pick up Dragon. But they definitely want to accomplish something. You don't want to just sit around doing nothing. And Evelyn's going to die here. Oh, where's the kill? No damage output whatsoever. She was in the middle of their team with 300 damage and they couldn't kill her. Blue team just running in one by one. Really just careless play. And purple is not going to accomplish anything. I mean, they should have pushed this tower, but if you don't think you're going to be able to push this tower, they are going to get this kill into Vladimir, almost certainly. And they are not. Vladimir with a great flash, but the exhaust coming in. Jarvan does go down. Great job by Evelyn preventing the kill. A lot of damage going off on Karma, but everyone's going to get out okay. And Malzahar coming in to deal some damage. If Warwick had his ult up, he should have ulted him underneath the tower probably. Maybe get a kill on Malzahar. But, you know, generally be better to be safe. But good job by Evelyn. Protecting her Vladimir. But, I don't know, Purple's kind of squandering these opportunities. They're not really doing anything as a team when they know they're this much stronger. You know, they could have easily pushed and taken mid, and again, if you don't think you're taking mid, then get Dragon. Get the gold advantage, continue your advantage, don't just sit around doing nothing. Evelyn should walk up and do a ton of damage on this update. She's not... well, if you're not going to attack the tower, then you should definitely group up and take this Dragon, because you know you're stronger than the enemy team. There's really no excuse not to take this Dragon here. And it seems Amumu is finally grouping up. Amumu does need his team, though, because Amumu can't Dragon very easily. He has the damage output, but he doesn't have the sustain. You will see Dragon will take him very low. He's going to need the shield and the heals from him to keep him up. So they will get this Dragon. That'll help them with their lead, which is definitely what you want to do. A little slow on it by about 5 minutes, but fine. They are coming in on Vlad. Vlad will be able to W out, most likely. He does get the ultimate from Malzahar. Jarvan is so far behind. I don't understand why he's so slow. Vlad will pull, but he is going to die here. And someone should go bot to prevent damage on this tower, but the rest of them should really aggressively push mid. Jarvan's coming up top. I don't know why. He's not going to get a kill on these guys. All he's going to do is die himself. And Evelyn with the damage. Talon and the Warwick ult. They do pick up a very easy kill onto Jarvan. You know, he could have been attacking mid tower. They're not going to push onto Caitlyn very easily. Really no reason for him to go up there whatsoever at this point in time. Amumu's coming up, which is a little bit better. He can prevent Evelyn from getting dived, and he knows... See, the main reason why Jarvan shouldn't have gone up, one, not only was he not going to be able to do anything, Amumu knows he's not going to do anything, he's just going to sit there and lane. But two, they had 3 mid. When you have 3 mid and no one defending the tower, push the tower, take the tower, get that map control, get that gold, you know, as opposed to just not doing anything. And Evelyn is jumping in on Caitlyn, but Caitlyn should be fine. The ult from Amumu prevents Talon from getting the kill on Caitlyn. She's probably very low. Warwick doesn't have his ultimate, not going to be able to contribute a lot, but Evelyn and Talon are going to have to basically recall. Talon might stay, but Evelyn is going to have to recall, wasn't able to get the kill, and Vladimir is able to pick up the kill on Malzahar. Not sure how the damage exchange went, but Vladimir seems pretty high. I don't know how accurate that is. But he does finally have his Hex tech, and if you feed Malzahar, he could very quickly snowball very well. So that's definitely something you don't want to be doing, especially when you're in the lead. They are chasing down Warwick. They don't have Caitlyn with them, so they don't have a lot of damage. The bandage toss does go off on Warwick. They cut out ultimate from Jarvan, and they are able to pick up that kill with those kind of chain disables. Everyone's kind of just hanging out, though. Yes, they did get a kill there. Yes, they're getting some farm, but they're kind of not accomplishing anything. You really want to make sure you have priorities and understand where the game is going. Everyone's just kind of wandering around. getting some damage off. Jarvan's tower diving here. He's going to take a lot of damage, and he does die from the damage from the tower and from Talon. Diving after Evelyn, and she went invisible, so, you know, not the smartest decision again. And Maokai, probably the only person who's doing what he should be doing, and he's been sitting in lane farming while everyone's wandering around, and he was able to push down the first tower of the game at almost 20 minutes. Very late tower. But he recognized everyone's running around, fine, I'm gonna sit in lane and, you know, do whatever I feel like it. And so if we look at CS, we see Talon and Maokai are actually in the lead. Malzahar is in the lead. But it's Malzahar, Talon, and Maokai, and everyone else is really behind. No farm whatsoever, so really a lot of these fights are going to be determined by who has the highest level and team comp, because no one has any items. Vladimir diving on this Caitlyn. She will probably die, but Jarvan is going to pick this kill very easily. Caitlyn's definitely going down. The ultimate and the ignite. Amumu chasing after Evelyn. Does he have his ultimate? He does not have his ultimate. They are throwing some damage down on Warwick. Jarvan, you know, gets the pop-up. Maokai coming in, and Evelyn's coming in at like 100 health. You can do that as Evelyn, but only if you're going to pick up a kill. Fortunately, they weren't able to kill her, but Jarvan's very low. Talon trying to get the kill is not able to pick it up. And Dragon should be spawning shortly, so I believe that they're going to be able to get Dragon while these guys have to recall. I might be mistaken on that.
An ally has been slain.
Since it was a pretty late Dragon, actually. No, the Dragon was 15, so there's actually a full minute until Dragon comes back. And Evelyn has no health and no mana. I don't understand why she wants to be engaging here. Yes, Evelyn's ultimate does provide her with a lot of health when you get a kill or an assist, but she can't really contribute any damage. So she does go down very quickly to Malzahar, and Talon jumping on Amumu isn't able to pick up that kill. Malzahar does, he is alive there. Vlad rushing in after Karma, she's not taking enough damage. They are chasing down Vlad, but they will probably not get this unless Amumu gets the Spanish toss, but he doesn't really want to go in there anymore. He's going to take a lot of damage. Vladimir seeing if he can get some kills. Unfortunately, Vladimir is going to take a lot of damage here. If Caitlyn's ultimate goes off, he will die. She does not get the ultimate targeted. Oh, she doesn't have the ultimate. I'm not sure what that flash was. That was unusual. But Dragon will be spawning very shortly. Warwick actually has a Madred. And so, I mean, if we look at the items here, no one has any farm really. But you see a definite advantage for blue team. Now, Vladimir is really behind. He doesn't have any farm. But Warwick has a Madred, so now he can start building tank items and boots and deal a lot of damage. Talon has an Infinity Edge. And then you compare that to Caitlyn, she has no damage, because she's got no farm. Malzahar, he has a Rod of Ages, which is nice, but Rod of Ages isn't a damage item. It's a kind of a utility item that it provides you with health, it provides you with mana, it gives you a little bit of ability power. But for the most part, you're getting it for the health and the mana. The Catalyst procs are nice. So it's, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad item, it's definitely a good choice, but he's not dealing a lot of damage. Amumu's, you know, building tanky. Amumu's actually doing very well for himself as far as a Amumu is concerned. And Jarvan's doing pretty well also, but Jarvan's not the biggest damage dealer. Though I would say that Jarvan does naturally have a lot of damage from his EQ combo and his ultimate. So he doesn't, you know, scale from items as much as some of these champions do. So I could definitely see where Jarvan, he's going to EQ and do everything, and then Malzahar and Karma are going to throw out their AoE damage. And just because of the built-in damage that those champions have, they're going to get some kills. Unfortunately, Jarvan hanging out without the team vision and low health, they do pick him up. But Malzahar and Karma are able to pick up the kill onto Vladimir. Malzahar saying, what the hell, I think because Karma took that kill. So he's annoyed, but, you know, it really doesn't mean anything. But still, you see, everyone's kind of just wandering around. No one's farming, no one's going for Dragon, no one's going for towers. They're just running around trying to get free kills. So, I think if anyone finally does decide to start going for these towers and Dragon and stuff, that'll put them at a serious advantage for a pretty easy win, to be perfectly honest. Warwick's wandering up, seeing if the blue's up. It is not, but he doesn't have boots. He really shouldn't be that aggressive, especially when he sees there was a CV that caught him. You definitely need to notice that CV. He's definitely going to go down here. He has no mobility. He has no survivability. I mentioned earlier about how he does have Madreds, and that was a good thing. I didn't mean as far as an item build is concerned, it was a good thing. Madreds is absolutely the worst decision for him possible to buy as his first item. It gives him no survivability, it gives him no mobility, so he's not going to be ganking, he's not going to be getting kills, he's not going to be farming as effectively. The only reason why I was commenting on Madreds being potentially a good thing, and Caitlyn trying to pick up this tower, just stupid. She goes down, she almost gets the tower, but it's an outer tower. Outer towers aren't worth that much that you want to be suiciding for them. If it was a second tower or a base tower, yeah, that's perfectly fine, but come on, you tried backdooring as Evelyn a turret on the first turret. You can pick that up anytime in the team. But anyway, the reason I was commenting on Warwick having the Madreds is that really no one had any damage, and so once Warwick does get boots and stuff, he will have a higher damage output than most of the people in the game. And Warwick will get an ultimate off of Jarvan, but Jarvan's not dying. They have the shields. Jarvan's naturally tanky. They are able to pick up the Talon kill. Now Vladimir does come in. He's not able to pick up the kills on anyone. Is Jarvan going to die? Jarvan does go down. Caitlyn almost going down, but Karma with the shield, they are able to save him there. But they do get an easy kill onto Vladimir. A little over-aggressive. They were trying to push down the turret, which is a good thing, but when the enemy's engaging on you, you want to back up, and Maokai will go down here. No, barely getting out, but Vladimir or Malzahar does flash after him and pick up the kill. And Evelyn kind of running in the wrong direction. She's probably looking to get onto Vladimir Malzahar. He's doing a good job. He's going to throw the damage on top of himself, so if Evelyn did want to engage, she would take a ton of damage. He throws down his E, the shield from Karma, and they are able to pick up the quick kill. They also were able to pick up this tower. They should group up, take Dragon, push down some lanes. Really, you want to be aggressive at this point, especially you see Karma's 4-0 and 10, and when people aren't farming, as is the case in this game, no one is really farming effectively at all. When people aren't farming, whoever has the most kills is basically already winning that game. Like it's not even close. So, they as a team are up 5 kills, and their kills are a little more evenly distributed, not as many deaths. Clearly. So they have a definite advantage right now. They should be looking to take Dragon, take towers. Warwick coming in on trying to do Dragon himself. He's probably going to die here. If Malzahar comes down, no one's coming down. They just ignored him. Okay, so Warwick is able to pick up this Dragon, but Amumu jumping in. Not sure that's the best decision, but they are able to pick up the kill. Amumu doesn't have his ultimate. He is going to go down here. The ultimate from Malzahar. And wow, Amumu gets out with the Karma Shield and his team doing all that damage. Malzahar throwing down his ultimate. Amumu is able to pull out of there. So, actually a good decision on his part, even though he didn't have his ultimate. His ultimate is up now. They are pushing down mid lane. And the ult from Jarvan, followed by the flash from Mouse. He will be okay. Not a bad decision to push down mid lane, though. I probably would have pushed down one of the outer turrets at this time, though it is actually really late in the game. Talon jumping in, he's taking a ton of damage. Now Mouse is going to take a lot of damage. Is Jarvan going to be able to get his EQ combo off? It should be up. He doesn't use it, so maybe it was down. But they are able to pick up the easy kill onto Vladimir as well. They will be able to take this turret very easily. The next time they regroup, if they don't push it down now, they will definitely be able to get this inhibitor soon, because they are really blowing the enemy team out of the water. It's not even really a close game. The only reason it's a close game is that no one's really going for anything. Evelyn coming in on top of Caitlyn, she is able to pick up that kill. Jarvan taking a ton of damage, but Warwick can't keep up with him. He doesn't have the movement speed. He has already used his ultimate, and he's out, but Jarvan does go down. Evelyn taking a lot of damage, but she did get the heal from her ultimate, so she is okay. The ultimate just coming out from Warwick. I'm surprised he didn't use it earlier. And they are able to pick up the kill on Malzahar, though Warwick does go down. Evelyn was able to get that kill. She is chasing after Karma. Karma with the shield will get another kill here. She does pick up Evelyn. One more nuke, and she does get the easy kill onto Maokai. So you definitely need to recognize where your damage is. And Evelyn really overestimating herself. She had 400 health. Karma had like 800 health. And you know that as Karma gets lower and lower health, she gets more and more ability power. So her shield, right now it's a a 400 damage nuke. Or it's 450 damage.